Hey guys, and good morning, and welcome to Cherokee187 YouTube lifestyle vlog. So I know you guys haven't seen an episode in a really long time, so I decided to take you guys with me today to my school. Yes, I'm in school for the 4th time. If you're new here, I have a background in healthcare. I worked in most New York City hospitals for 12 to 13 years. I decided to retire last year from healthcare, and since I no longer work anymore, I always said that I would go to school when I did not have to work. And the 3 times that I dropped out of college, I had to work. I had kids, I had to work, and it was a lot. Now, I'm back in school for the 4th time, not only for me, but just so that I can have accolades. Like, I want to have credentials. I want to be able to have a backup plan. You know, I could become a millionaire today and be broke tomorrow. So I just want to make sure I have something secure cushion, if that makes sense. And all entrepreneurs should have something of the sort. A secure cushion, God forbid something doesn't go your way. So just a little rundown. I've been to BCC, which is Bronx Community College in New York City, which is a CUNY school. And then I transferred to LaGuardia, which is also a CUNY school, which is in Queens. And then I finally, when I moved to Jersey, decided to switch over to Hudson, which I started in 2022. I flunked out with 4 Fs because I never logged into my classes. And I started back winter of 2024, and we're doing great. I'm going to take you guys on a tour with me to my school. And I'm actually transferring, so if you guys keep watching on the clips, you'll understand exactly what my degree process will be like. And hopefully I can help someone on their journey. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys on the next clip. I'm going to keep you guys updated when I start my college. Have a great day. Okay guys, so part 2 of my slide going to my school. So I'm actually currently taking the PATH train from World Trade Center to, I think it's Journal Square. When I see the stop, I remember. I was actually on campus a little short while ago. Look, you know, repping myself, and I'm about to transfer school because ultimately I want to get accepted into Rutgers and Johns Hopkins. But I'll get into that later when you guys understand why I'm back in school and what I'm back in school for. But I'm gonna take you guys on a tour with me to my college so that I can go, take a school ID, because I haven't had one since 2020 when I first, in 2022, when I initially rejoined school before I dropped out for the 3rd time. And then I'm also going to the library so that I can rent the book for my class, because I'm not buying it. Imagine, I'm not paying my money for no book and the library got it. But what's the next thing that I'm going in for? Oh, and I'm actually going to get a loaner for my laptop. So my summer, I don't even want to talk about it. I have 7 classes in the summertime. I know 7 classes in the summertime may sound like it's a lot. It is broken down into 2 semesters. We have summer 1 and we have summer 2. Summer 1 I have 4 classes, and summer 2 I have 3. And the reason for that is because when I transfer over to Camden, I'll have all of their prerequisites. I literally have 1 semester to take 4 classes in their school to get my GPA to a 4.0 so that I can then apply to Rutgers with a 4.0 GPA and beat out the competition. So it's a method to my madness, but again, I'll sit down a little bit more in depth for anyone who's thinking about going back to school or need encouragement, or they just need to see someone else's way and how I was able to complete and do it. It'll help y'all. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next slide when I get to Journal Square and when I get to my school. Let me tell y'all something. I was sitting there yapping. I had made another clip that I decided not to put, so this would be clip 3. I was sitting there yapping, doing my vlog, telling y'all I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'll be there when I get to Journal Square. My dumb ass got on the wrong train and I'm at Hoboken. Good thing I know my way around Jersey, because it could be a process. You take the wrong turn, the wrong stop, anything in Jersey, you'll be lost. But I've been around the block a couple of times, so I'm just gonna wait for the train to bring me back to Exchange, and then unless it's a train here that's gonna actually take me to a stop that's gonna go to Journal Square. But anyway, nonetheless, y'all, we have an extra stop. I have to get back on the correct train, and then I can finish my vlog. And
this is the train to World Trade Center, making stops at Newport,
so I gotta go.
Place, and World Trade Center. The next stop is Newport. Change there for the train to Durham.
It say the next stop is Newport. See, look, and change to Journal Square. So I guess when I get back to Journal Square, guys. Okay, guys, so we made it to Journal Square. Finally, we made it to Journal Square. So if you guys never been in a PATH train station, this is kind of what it looks like, so you can get an idea of the gist. They take Apple Pay. They got machines just like everybody else. I don't know why people always staring when somebody has their phone in their face. My phone is in my face and you're staring at me trying to figure out what I'm doing. Like, it's 2024. I know y'all know people vlog. But nonetheless, I'm out of breath. Y'all know I'm old. Them steps just killed me. The escalator wasn't working. So the school campus is not that far from the train station once I get past all these escalators. So I have that one, and then I have this one, and then I have to walk down. But I'm gonna keep you guys, I actually don't wanna stand on the escalator while I'm vlogging because y'all don't wanna see me standing on the escalator, right? Y'all wanna see what I'm vlogging about. So let's see what Jersey City looks like. So I actually had my first apartment in Jersey City. That's how I ended up in Hudson. Because when I left Harlem and moved to Jersey, Jersey City was my choice of state. It was close to the city. I was working in the ER Mount Sinai, so it was easy for me to just get there from the Lincoln Tunnel or the Holland Tunnel because it was like literally right there. But this is Jersey City, guys. Can you see? So just like any other state or area, it's up and coming. So Jersey City, before 4 years ago when I moved here, it was kind of like still on the gentrification side. They were trying to gentrify it. They are trying to gentrify it more now, but that's everywhere you go, so it's kind of like you're just following suit. So a lot of people choose to move to Jersey City, but it's just like Newark. I mean, if you come down this way or you go to downtown Jersey City, then you know you have like those luxury units and stuff like that you'll have everywhere. But it's the same shit, different state. My county that I live in now in Jersey is so much more better because it's suburban. We don't have that city life. We don't deal with any of this noise per se. We don't have a lot of foot traffic around that now. So me deciding to leave from Jersey City, which is I was trying to figure out which county it is. Oh, it's Hudson County. When I decided to leave Hudson County to go to the county that I live in now, the change was needed. Like so I'm just gonna keep the phone this way so you guys can kind of get an idea of what Jersey City look like. Y'all probably tired of looking at me, hearing my voice, but it's cool. Y'all here. Thanks for watching. I know I'm a vibe in my own space, but this is definitely the Journal Square station. I might go to Exchange when I leave here because Exchange Place has like this perfect place for me to go sit by the water. And if some of you guys been following me for a while, then you know that I love bridges, I love water. That's my happy place. That's where I go talk to God. That's where I thank him. I don't usually ask him for much, but I go tell him all my problems. And I'd rather tell him all my problems with a beautiful view, right? We don't want to have bad views and problems. But the problem that I have, I never complain about because 9 times out of 10, I put my own self in the motherfucking shit. So who am I to cry to? And then the second thing, who won't help me? So that's that. So as you guys see, so this is Journal Square. My school is, I can't walk that way, and the traffic construction is crazy. But my school is on this side. So if you can see the building that way, that's Hudson. But yeah, the bookstore, can I cross? Don't hit me. Ah! Look, they gotta stop for pedestrians. I was just found guilty for that shit. But yeah, it's so many buildings over here to decide which one I gotta get to. But first, I know I need to stop at security. I'm gonna do the ID first because I'm gonna need it to go get my book loaner if I'm even here at the times. But then that way, when I decide to go to the library, instead of giving them my state ID, I'll just be like, yeah, I'm a student. But yeah, so if you guys not familiar with Jersey City, like right here, Journal Square is kind of like where everything is at. So they have the DMV all the way straight back down. If you keep going, there's no outlet, and that's where the DMV is at. What else is over here? I've been all over this part of Jersey City, but I'm just trying to think what I can tell you guys that would be useful. But that's probably the only thing I can tell y'all about that DMV that's right there. But let's go into one of these first buildings. What is this? Sometimes I like to go and talk to the people. So you see this? Hudson County Community College. Let's see. How you doing? If I need to go take an ID, where do I go to security? Right here. Okay. Okay, guys. So we made it to my school. I'm at the library, so I'm gonna have to be quiet. But I did get my ID, and I'm gonna stop vlogging now, and I'll be back when I leave the library, and I don't have to be quiet, guys. Okay, so guys, blog update. So I came to my school. I was able to get my student ID. I couldn't take my book out of the library, which was kind of like a bummer. So I took pictures for chapter 2 because after we get off spring break, I have some homework to do. And I'm waiting for the computer loaner place to open up at 11. But I gotta pee, so I'll be back. Okay, so guys, blog update. So I came to my school. I was able to get my student ID. I couldn't take my book out of the library, which was kind of like a bummer. So I took pictures for chapter 2 because after we get off spring break, I have some homework to do. And I'm waiting for the computer loaner place to open up at 11. But I gotta pee, so I'll be back. Okay, so I just had a weird-ass experience with the toilet, which kind of blew mine after I had to pee and shit. But nonetheless, I think this is going to be the last slide. I'm going to actually give you guys a rundown of how I'm about to obtain my 2 degrees and the cheat code of how I'm going to get admission to Rutgers. Not really a cheat code, but we're going to cross our fingers and see. So a little background, my GPA in Hudson Community College at this very moment is like a 1.74. Yes, a 1.74. So I came to the school with transfer credits that they did accept, and they took some of the classes I didn't need to coincide with my degree for Hudson. And then I did a full semester at Hudson, and I passed 2 of those classes with C's and 2 with F's. The 2 C's were like to me because I thought I was gonna have 6 F's, but instead I had 4, so I was grateful for that. The 2 classes I got a C in was a developmental psych, which was a blessing because I had to get past psych 2, and computer literacy. You got to do computers no matter what degree you take. You got to take computer class, so that was a blessing. The F's I got were in A&P and A&P1 and English 2. So I did, I'm retaking English 2 right now, and I'm retaking A&P. And then I got 2 more F's in culture and values, which I took again, and I got an A. And college student success, which is like the first class you have to take when you go to a new school. It's kind of like their rules and regulations. I got an A in that as well. So my GPA is actually up to 3.7 now, but that is my semester GPA and not my cumulative GPA. And in order to get into any nursing program, you have to have at least a 3.3 GPA. I don't care if they tell you 3.0. You want to have at least a 3.3 to be considered because the programs are competitive. So if I was to continue my stay at Hudson to apply for their RN program, the process would be literally me waiting in limbo for a lot of semesters. So I have the spring semester now that I'm completing. I have my summer semester that I'm completing, and then I wouldn't need any more classes. I would be eligible to start the nursing program, but because the nursing program is closed for 2024, I wouldn't be able to even apply or have a seat inside of their thing. Most nursing programs start only in the fall, so I would have to wait until next fall, which means I wouldn't have any classes in the winter. I wouldn't have classes in the summer. I would be in limbo for 2 or 3 semesters, taking the classes, trying to bring up my cumulative GPA. So what I decided to do was I'm going to take all of my credits, which will be about 52, and I'm going to transfer over to Camden. Now, Camden has a 2+2 program with Rutgers, which is New Jersey's #1 nursing school. If you guys know, you know. If you don't, you can do your due diligence and you can check the work. And that's why I want to go. They're ranked in the top 5% of BSN programs. So I'm going to go to Camden. So my video got cut short. So I'm going to complete my summer at Hudson. And then I'm going to start Camden in fall of 2024. So I already applied to Camden. I spoke to admissions. I already spoke to the nursing director in Rutgers, who actually suggested that I switch to Camden, because once I am in Camden and I have that higher GPA, I'm automatically eligible to apply to go to Rutgers nursing program. And if anybody knows anything about Rutgers, you know how hard it is to get into their program. So me coming from Camden will give me a higher chance. Now, when I get to Camden, which is the kicker for me, so when I get to Camden, I have to take 4 classes. So I have to take anthropology, which is not a nursing requirement, but it is Rutgers requirement for you to get a degree from them. So I'm going to take it while I'm at Camden, so it's out of the way. And then I also have to take a literature elective, which is also a graduating requirement for Rutgers that I'm going to take prior to even going there. So when it's time to transfer out for my BSN in summer 2025, I'll have everything that I need, and I would only start my clinicals and my classes, which are going to be in South New Jersey. So I'm going to have to do all my rotations in New Jersey. What's the next thing I do want to tell you guys about Camden? Yes, so when I go to Camden and when I have to take like interpersonal communications, I have to take that literature. I have to take 2 electives. So for 2 semesters, which will be fall and spring, I'm going to break the 6 classes up to 3 and 3, and I'm going to get A's in all of those classes. So my GPA is going to be a 4.0 cumulative. My Hudson GPA is no longer going to follow me because it is just coming in as transfer credit. So on my Camden official transcript, it would just have my transfer credits, the 52 that I'm coming from with Hudson, and then the 6 that I'm taking at Camden, which will all have a 4.0 GPA. So when it's time for me to apply for Rutgers in November of this year, I would have a 4.0 GPA and I will have higher chances of getting into the program. Now, I already spoke to the nursing director. Like, I make sure Cherokee name is buzzing everywhere that I go and anything that I do. So my presence is felt. So I already spoke to her. So next year when it's time for me to start, it won't even be like news. I showed her my transcript. I told her why I had F's and stuff like that, and she was very, very, very helpful, and she just gave me the advice to switch to Camden to have that fresh start. So I'm excited that I was able to connect with the nursing director of the BSN program at Rutgers. My goal is not to become a nurse. I have to get my BSN in order for me to go to the next step when I go to get my master's. But as you guys follow my vlogs, you'll figure out exactly what I'm in school for. I don't know if I want it to be a secret or if I could tell you now, but I do have to do a couple of programs, hence why I said I am transferring to Camden, and then after Camden, when I get my associates in health. So like I was saying, I am going to continue my summer in Hudson, and then I'm going to do fall and spring in Camden, get that 4.0 GPA, and then I'm going to transfer to Rutgers. And then I have to be on Rutgers for, I think it's 5 or 6 semesters. It's going to be 2 years. And then after that in Rutgers, I want to apply to go to Johns Hopkins. Now, there is a chance I may stay at Rutgers for my master's and not go to Johns Hopkins. And after I get my master's, then when it's time for me to apply for my next program, I would apply for Johns Hopkins. But either way, I'm open to both. I am open to moving to Maryland to go to Johns Hopkins for 3.5 years for my program. And I'm also willing to stay closer to Camden, which will have all of my nursing clinicals and things like that. So I'm okay with that. But I'll live in any state. So if I have to go to school in Arizona, or it's a school in DC that I want to go to, actually, that's another one. And Duke, if I was to ever go to Charlotte. And I know you guys hear me naming Ivy League schools, and that is the exact reason why I'm going to Camden, to show my ass, to get all A's so I can have a 4.0 GPA, because not only do I want to obtain what I'm going to school for, I want to back my shit up. And I just want to make it very clear that I am only in school because I want that name in the back of my name. I want those credentials in the back of my name. I'm not in school to work. I'm not in school to get a career, because as you guys know, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm on my road to $1 million. I'm going to make $1 million outside of having an education. But Like I tell people all the time, I could become a millionaire today and I can be broke tomorrow. And what am I gonna do when I go broke? DoorDash? What am I gonna do? Try to sell services? What am I gonna try to do? No, I'm gonna have that cushion that I can fall back on with those degrees. I mean, I'm probably gonna be in school for like the next 10, 11 years, but I'm not gonna work for the next 10 or 11 years, right? And I'm gonna turn 45 anyway, so why not turn 45 with credentials? So right now school is not too consuming because my life only revolves around me. I don't have any obligations, so it works out this time. But hopefully this was informative to anybody. If you have any questions, just leave it in the chat. I'll respond to mostly everybody when I get a chance. But if you're thinking about going back to school and you think you're too old, I am living proof that I am 35. I'll be 36 this year, with a 19-year-old, a 12-year-old, and I am going back to school for the 4th time. I dropped out 3 times, and I can probably tell you that I am not ashamed and I don't regret anything. And God forbid it doesn't work out this time, it's gonna be no pressure on me neither, because I'm gonna be a millionaire regardless and I'm going up. But this will end my vlog because so like I was saying, my vlog ended, but I think this is where I'm gonna end at because I don't feel like vlogging anymore. I'm ready to go roll up. I've been outside all day making content for my 10-part series. I had to update you guys on some stuff with that. But yeah, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. This was just a school vlog. Come with me. I told you guys I'll try to keep you updated with my lifestyle. If I do something interesting, I'll just pull my camera out and I'll take you guys with me. My goal is to show you guys that I live a normal life like everybody else while on my road to $1 million. It's just that I'm making different decisions and choices on where I want my future to ultimately end. So told you guys my road to $1 million is going to be documented in 4D. You're gonna see everything. School was actually a private matter to me. I wasn't gonna tell anybody until I graduated, and it's like but I just felt like me being me and the platform that I have and my life experiences may help somebody else. So that's the only reason I'm deciding to share something I wanted to keep so sacred. And if I do decide to drop out again, yeah, I'll tell you guys again. I do have vlogs from the 3rd time that I dropped out. I'll probably add it in here, like what I said. I'm actually going to add it in here, so stay tuned for the last clip. But I'm going to check out. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, Cherokee187, TikTok, Cherokee187, Facebook, Cherokee187, YouTube, Cherokee187, and Travel Essentials by CSR. That is my baby, my brand that is coming. So you guys will hear more about that. If you've been on my page, you heard about that. But peace. And oh, before I leave, I keep telling y'all, if y'all got clothing brands or stuff that y'all sell, or products, y'all sell lashes, y'all do like those nail press-ons or whatever I can use in my videos when I do my YouTubes and tag you and give you promo. Like you see, I'm repping Hudson. I could be wearing someone's clothing brand today and I can be repping that, and they can be like, oh, that's cute, let me purchase it. So definitely make sure you guys send me your merchandise and I'll promote it for you. I mean, it's free promo, right? So Cherokee187 on the 1s and 2s. I always gotta do some crazy shit. Y'all know I like to milli. I'm a milli out until it fade. I may not let it fade because it should be going for 3 minutes, but oh, wait, I can't put that tacky now. I'm really a vibe by myself, and I love that for me. But let me get my life together and get the fuck out of Jersey because I want to go